Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the love, all the comments, all the likes, all the feedback. I truly appreciate it. If this is the first time you've come to my channel, can I request you to please hit the like and subscribe button, as I would like to believe that the videos that I'm doing will be helpful for you in your ACCA and overall finance and accounting journey. So, in today's video, I wanted to do just very brief video around ACCA fees, right? Because there's a lot of confusion around what is the total cost of doing ACCA. So, today's video is all around how much cost do you incur in doing ACCA, right? So, first things first, you need to remember that there is a split between ACCA statutory or body fees, and then there is ACCA coaching fees, right? So first let's look at ACCA statutory fees, and then we can also talk about your general average ACCA coaching fees. So when you talk about ACCA's body fee, the first thing that you have to pay is your registration fees, right? So which is £30 that you have to pay, right? So for anyone who wants to start their journey, they have to register on the ACCA website. Of course, there are some paperwork involved. So you will have to put all of that on the system, and then £30 for the registration. That's step one. Now, the next thing that you have to remember that this is a professional body. Therefore, like any other body, you will have an annual subscription charges, right? So every year you will have to pay £116 as of today, right, for your annual subscription. That means until you have become an ACCA member, you will continue to pay this £116. Yes, I know, right? A lot of people think, oh, this is a one-time cost. No, annual subscription you will have to pay until you become your ACCA member, right? So that's an annual cost that you have to incur. Then comes your exam fees. Now, as far as your knowledge level exam fees are concerned, including the law paper at skill level, because they are very similar to the knowledge level exams, they differ from center to center, right? For example, if you would do an exam at one of the approved centers, the fees will be anywhere between 10 to 11,500 for each of these papers, right? So that's in rupees, because you're able to go to a center and you're able to give these exams, right? If you are going to do them remote exams, if you convert them, it's roughly the same, right? Then comes your skill level exams. Now, in the skill level, right, I'm not talking about law, because law we've already covered. But the skill level exams are typically £129 per paper. So right from FM, tax, FR, audit, and PM, right? All of these papers are £129 per paper. Okay. And then comes your professional level papers. The average is not the average actually, but £162 per paper. This is for all the papers at P level apart from SBL. Now, SBL paper is £227. Again, these all pound rates are as of today when I'm making this video. So please watch out when this gets posted, right? But that's your exam fees that you have to pay. There's also an additional fees that you have to pay for an EPSM, which is around 60 odd pounds, right? The last time I checked, which you have to pay when you sit for the EPSM exam. I would urge you that maybe you can check it once, right? I've not checked that fees for a long time, but yeah, it was around 65 pounds, right? So all of these fees you will have to pay before you become an ACCA, right? Like I said, annual subscription you have to pay every year, whether you sit for one paper, you sit for 4 papers, 6 papers, right? So it is always advisable that do not waste your attempts, because you have already paid that £116, which you have to pay by end of December every year, right? So please make sure that you use all the quarters available to give the exam, so that you make best use of your subscription fees, right? And then once you have become once you have completed your exams, you've covered your PER requirement, and you become a member, then there is an annual membership fees as well, which is again around 25 odd thousand rupees. It's a 220 odd pounds, right? So that's the cost of ACCA body, which you have to consider when you do a course like ACCA. Of course, I've not gone into the intricacies around what is the exemption fees, how much do you have to pay, because let's say you have come in the middle, you've taken exemptions, etc. At FPA as well, we are able to provide discounted rates on the registration, on the exemption, etc. So if you need any information around what's the discounted rates, feel free to reach out to me. My contact details is there in the comment section, so you can always do that. But look, this is your overall cost when it comes to ACCA body. Now the second part is your coaching fees. Now depending on, again, where do you start? Do you start from knowledge level, skill level, professional level? Your fees will differ, right? And again, what is the mode? Are you going for offline, which will most likely be the most expensive? Are you doing online, which will be slightly less expensive because it's a live lectures at the end of the day, right? Or you're going for a pre-recorded, which will typically be the cheapest, right? So depending on all of these aspects, right, where you start, which paper, what is the mode, etc., your cost per paper will differ. However, at FPA, what we do is that we've packaged these things. So if you take multiple levels, you get crazy amount of discounts to an extent of even 20-25%, right? So therefore, wherever you are enrolling for, you don't have to just come to FPA. This was just what we do, but wherever you are, you should always look for if you can enroll for a level and get some discounts, right? But that's typically your ACCA coaching fees. It can range from for all the three levels, it can range from 2 lakhs to 3 lakh rupees. That's the kind of cost that is there. Most of the learning providers would charge, right? So that's your ACCA coaching fees. Apart from that, there are no other expenses. If you decide to do an ACCA OBU, right, then there's another 470 odd pounds, I think, if I'm not wrong, right? That's that along with the mentorship costs, right? So look, it is not a cheap course. However, because of the flexibility, right, it's one paper at a time. Because of the flexibility provided by ACCA, it becomes so much more doable, right? And therefore, when you make this investment, again, remember, if you are looking for better jobs, if you are looking for global mobility, you are looking for better salaries, etc., all of this is a return to an investment that you make. And ACCA is an investment that you do not do, right? So if the total cost is, let's say, coming to a 5 odd lakh rupees, you don't do that on day one, right? You do it over a period of time. But once you are an ACCA, the returns are crazy. You would be able to get all of these money back in a year's time itself with your first job in your first year, right? So that's the kind of payback that you can expect, right? So I hope this has helped you. If you need any further information, do drop me a comment and I will be more than happy to help you out. On that note, all the very best and thank you so much. Bye-bye.